Challenge or focus is where we're going to start here. You've got the Two of Pumpkins. That's the tarot card that's coming up. This is the Two of Pentacles in traditional decks. Got a lot going on. Whenever I see the Two of Pentacles, Two of Pumpkins, yeah, you're juggling a lot of stuff. Busy, busy, busy. You got a lot of stuff to do. So there may be your challenge in October, maybe keeping all these pumpkins in the air, Gemini. Keeping all these balls in the air. A lot of it may have to do also with family stuff. Maybe there's a lot of family obligations, or work obligations, because menace can be either. They can be, it's a group. You got a lot of obligations to the group, to the family, to the job, to the company. Maybe you own a company and it's like, we gotta, we're gonna throw the Halloween party, and we gotta do this in-office stuff, we're gonna do in-office trick-or-treating, and we gotta get all this stuff, planned out together. Maybe you have to sign off on a lot of stuff. Others of you, just maybe a challenge in October to balance work with family. Maybe October is a busy month at work, and it's also, if you have kids, it's a holiday month, right? If you celebrate Halloween, so they're going to be, they have a lot of stuff. They need to get their costumes, and they got to go, plan their stuff. And there may be a lot of stuff going on at school that's Halloween themed. Maybe there are also like anniversaries and birthdays in your house in October, so for many of you. So not a hugely bad challenge to have here, Gemini. It's just like you got a lot going on, and really is a month to delegate some responsibilities to your spouse, or to, if you're co-parenting with someone, to give to them, or with grandma and grandpa, they can help out with the kids. It is, or the kids themselves, giving them jobs and chores and things to do around the house. So many of you may be planning a party. You may be planning some sort of get together, and it's like, okay, we got to figure out, how many people to invite, and what we're going to do with the decorating, and are we going to give out prizes for best costume, all that kind of stuff. Others of you could be signing a contract. You may be trying to decide whether or not you want to make a deal with a new group, with a new company, because the Two of Pentacles can also be partnering up in a financial sense. Am I gonna go with this group? Am I gonna sign on with them, sign this contract? And you may be kind of, some of you, it may be like you're taking on an extra thing. So this may be like, okay, yeah, I've got my day job, but now I have to decide if I'm gonna work for this company, maybe freelance. Maybe you're wanting to do a little consulting on the side. There's something you're wanting to do, maybe some of you on the side, and you're wondering, like, can I do this and my day job? Or can I do this and look after the house and the kids and whatnot? So it's a good thing. I just feel like your challenge is trying to figure out if you can do this, or maybe you're actually, like, October is the first month you're doing it all. And, when we're first starting something, it can be a little chaotic because we haven't got the routine down yet. We haven't kind of got, things in a smooth working order yet. So it may take a little bit of time, and October may just be the month where it's all a little bit cray-cray as far as the process is. We're still at a bit of a learning curve here. Your present energy. So for many of you, this will be whenever you're watching this video. I don't care if it's, it's September, or if it's next year in October. Whenever you're watching this video, the present, this will apply. Others of you, this could be the energy going on end of September into early October-ish. We do have the Seven of Ghosts. That's the Seven of Cups in other tarot decks, the traditional decks. So just some confusion about the options that you have. So this is kind of really tying into this. And there could be one that kind of comes out of nowhere that's kind of added to the table. One of these offers, or this opportunity, could have come just literally out of the blue. With Hagalaz, it is kind of like, somebody just reaches out to you and says, hey, would you have time to do this? Would you have time to consult for our company? Or have you ever considered doing that? Or have you ever considered public speaking? Or would you be willing to do seminars for us or come talk to, our company or do training? Teaching seems to be coming in for some of you, public speaking, consulting, communication, talking, seems to be an opportunity that is coming up or has come up for many of you, especially in the present energy. And for some of you, this could be a little bit of a going back to something you used to think you might want to do, or like you used to do, but you took some time off from it because you're doing something else. You have a full-time day job, or but now this may be someone wanting to, see, would you like to make some extra money, going back to consulting or teaching or, So, for some of you, you may feel like, no, I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards. Others of you may be like, well, I just got out of that because I took this other job and the money was better. So making a little money doing that again would be great. The secret though here, if this is something that you've tried to do before, especially if you've tried before to have the day job and your own consulting business or your own kind of side hustle, if this is something you tried to do before and it totally didn't work out, Need is saying, it's probably going to have the same, you're probably going to end up in the same place if you don't change it up in some way, or if the side hustle is not totally different. You've got to leave time for the family and the home, because it seems like the family and the home will be what suffers. Or, you just having time to chill and relax at your home. If you don't, if you're single and don't, you don't have a husband and kids and all that, it may just be like, you may be longing for time to just kind of chill at home sometimes. If you take this on. But, Seven of Ghosts or Seven of Cups just means feeling a little bit confused on whether or not you should accept something. But I feel like you feel really positive about it, and kind of when things come out of the blue like this, like if if this is an opportunity that you weren't applying for, or that you weren't looking to do, it just kind of appears, there's a reason for that. Even if you did do it before, maybe it's, maybe it just wasn't the right time. Maybe you can make, certain boundaries with it. Like, yes, but I still have the day job and I still have to have time with my family. So I would only be able to work between these hours, and it's not negotiable. Like, you may be able to set your own criteria for this. Because it does seem like you would need to do something differently than what it was before if you tried to do this before, because it seems like you may be taking on too much here. But yeah, I feel like you will have some time to think about this though. So don't feel like you have to give an answer right away. I think the bottom line is the financial with it, the ability to make a lot of money here, Gemini, which that's appealing, right? So it may be hard to turn that down. Let's take a look at the help that's going to be available to you here. Got the Page of Imps in reverse. This is the Page of Rods in other decks. So, this is fire sign energy. You've got the Knight of Imps too. So this may be the same person who's coming up at the end here too, but we'll get to that. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy. Pages can sometimes be people younger than us, people who are immature, or, one of your kids. But they're coming up as a help to you, and specifically their bad traits. The more negative traits of this person is somehow working in your favor. So their impetuousness, someone's making a decision that is impetuous, you didn't see coming, but you're happy about it, or it's exciting, or it somehow allows you to move forward or move. So maybe somebody, let's say someone quit this job, and that's why you get this offer. That's why you get this email. and you're getting this opportunity to move forward. This could be totally separate from that, though. This could be, someone has lost their patience with or for a certain situation and they are leaving it. They're moving. This is something you kind of figured would happen because you seem to know this person really well. If it is a person, but I think it is, since we got two court cards here and they're both fire. Someone's lack of patience for things is actually a good thing in this situation because they're getting out of something. They're leaving something and, you're glad. I mean, for some of you, it's a help to you because you're glad they're getting out of something. But so their impetuousness and impatience is working in your favor. Others of you, I get someone's fickle. Maybe this, for some of you, this is one of your kids and they weren't going to go to college or they weren't going to, and then suddenly, you thought they were never going to move out of the house. But then, you find out in October, I am going to go to school. And you're like, you kind of knew this was going to happen though. You kind of knew they'd change their mind. Maybe when all their friends went off this fall and they didn't go, you kind of maybe thought this was going to happen and they would be, and you're happy about that. Others of you, this is just someone else's inaction or poor actions or shoddy, lazy work is opening up an opportunity for you. This could be one of your kids wanting to move back in with you, Gemini, if they've been out and away, but now they're coming in and they're broke now and they want to see if they can move in with you, but it's still coming up as a help to you. So maybe they're going to pay rent. Or maybe it's kind of like, you can move in, but you're going to have to take care of the house because I'm taking on another job and I'm going to have to think, you're going to have to take care of your younger siblings. You're going to have to really do a lot of that stuff around the house or the yard or whatever, so that because I'm not going to have time to do it. So it is kind of like someone else's kind of inaction or silly decisions or immature decisions is going to help you out here. Or you're just happy someone is getting out of something, leaving something behind, moving on from something. What must be accepted? We do have the 10 of Pumpkins. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Another fantastic money card. So you got the 10 and the 2 of Pumpkins. Pumpkin Pentacles. So this is about family, inheritance, big money. It's one of the best money cards in the deck. Prosperity over abundance. But there is this family aspect of it, like everybody coming together, everybody working together. Maybe this is a family business for some of you. Maybe you're talking to your fire sign kid or your fire sign brother, or maybe he or she has connections, because these court cards can be male or female. I think I forgot to mention that. It'll be male for some of you, female for others of you. So maybe you're talking to your brother or something, and like, hey, we should start a family business, a consulting business. And you may be bringing this person on. Maybe it's somebody who lost their job, or because they've been in a career path but they just weren't passionate about. But that's helping you because you're like, hey, you can come help me get this going. Because I'm going to keep the day job until this takes off. But also is here saying, there's communication, contracts, you consulting with or being the consultant for a family business, or that's what you're starting. You're starting, this can also be legalities. If you have a background in law, if you went to law school but haven't practiced in a while, maybe you're going to go back doing that. Maybe you were using that degree to do other things or do something else, and now you're going to kind of go back to, we could start our own firm. Because maybe your friend or your kid or your brother now has their law degree, or can help you out with it, help you get it going. But yeah, this could also be like an inheritance. I don't see death on the table though, so this may be something that's been going on for a while, and it may even be a distant relative or someone that, because sometimes people pass away and there's no one to, they don't have kids or they don't have grandkids, and it just kind of goes, they leave it to whoever's next in line. So you could be getting news, some of you Geminis, that someone has left you money, or maybe someone in the family is coming into a lot of money. Maybe they win the lottery or something, and they're like, "Hey, Gemini, I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to give you some money to start your business, or I'm going to help you out with that." Because the outcome is, again, more money. Fehu in October, which is a job offer, an increase, financial gain, abundance. And so is this. Those of you interviewing for, talking with somebody, being offered this position that comes out of nowhere, or talking to somebody about an investment, this is a really, really good opportunity with the Ten of Pentacles and Fehu. And I really feel like you're not going to be able to pass it up here, Gemini, in October. It's just going to be too much money. It's going to be it would help the family so much financially. It would help you as far as your long-term security so much. You can't pass it up, I don't think. And here's this Knight of Imps again at the end. So the Knight of Rods. And like I said, I think for many of you, this is this same person who's either helping you out or partnering up with you. They could be the family member who is like winning money, and they've come into some money and they're going to loan some to you or help you start your business. Now, this could also just be an offer from this person. You may not be related to them. But, maybe their indecision or the action they're taking was to leave a career, like I said before, that they just it wasn't fulfilling, it wasn't what they want to do. And now they are making an offer to you like, hey, would you want to team up on a business? And they do seem to be related to you, though, with the Ten of Pumpkins, Manus, and Othila, the rune of family. It does seem like somebody connected to you or related to you for many of you.